Francis Ngannou is back. Francis Ngannou picked up a win last night in the PFL versus first round TKO against Ferreira, and Ngannou's back, man. Ngannou's back. There's not much more to say apart from that. Very emotional, kind of setting towards this fight. I really didn't know if Ngannou was ever going to come back to MMA, considering the bag he made in boxing, and also the tragedy that happened in his life with his son passing away. So I was very skeptical if Ngannou was ever going to come back, but he did, and it was it was a bittersweet but mainly bitter moment, because I was just like, you're clearly like, let's not even fucking play here. Like, this dude runs through every single heavyweight in the PFL. Let's be fucking honest here. Like, he just runs through them all, and you know, it's just a big shame, because Ngannou could have been like in so many super fights within the UFC. Like, we have Tom Aspinall, you know, he could have fought John Jones, even like a rematch with Cyril Gane, you know, that would have been interesting. But Tom Aspinall and John Jones, like, in particular, they could have been insanely big matchups, but he's not anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just gonna fight fucking cans in the PFL, and then fucking make a shit ton of money, which is fair enough. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on him for that, because fuck me, the bag I'd say he's getting is quite substantial. But yeah, it was just a bittersweet moment, because, you know, we were so close to getting things like Tom Aspinall and Ngannou. We weren't close to that, sorry, but that could have been a possibility in the future. But John Jones versus Ngannou was being talked about for fucking years, bro. Years, and we're never going to get that fight now, do you know what I mean? Unfortunately. But it does open the question, how would Ngannou have done with these kind of guys? I don't know if he'd beat Tom Aspinall. I don't know if I would have picked him to beat John Jones. Like, that Stipe versus Ngannou first fight was like, what a performance. Sorry, second fight when he chinned him. What a fucking performance. That's one of the most underrated performances I've ever seen. Like, I watched that live, I was just like, oh my god. The dude is a fucking beast. He's an absolute fucking beast. And he beat Cyril Gane. Did he actually? I don't know. But he beat Cyril Gane, like, by grappling as well, which we all thought Gane had to do at the time. Well, at least I did. I was like, Cyril Gane's going to have to grapple with this guy, because 25 minutes is a long time not to get hit. But he beat Cyril Gane using grappling, so he showed he has that aspect of the game now. And he just breathed through Ferreira, like, in the first round. Like, he was absolutely nothing. And that's what these heavyweight cans in the PFL are compared to Ngannou. So what's next for Ngannou? I mean, it's really hard to tell. Like, is he going to keep fighting fucking people in the PFL? Like, I don't want to see that. Like, I really don't, because I don't care, man. I don't give a shit. Like, it was good to have Ngannou back, but like, it's just always in the back of your head, like, this dude should be in the mega fights of MMA. We need him versus Jones. That was the original fight. Never mind Tom Aspinall versus Jones. Real ones remember Ngannou versus Jones. That was the fight back in the day. And now he's got, you know, he's going to be fighting. He could go over to boxing again. Could fight Deontay Wilder in Africa, which would be pretty sick. That could be a possibility. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just kind of feel like Ngannou, like, he is getting financially compensated. And he did have an insanely good, like, reputation from boxing when he fought Tyson Fury. He got shinned by Anthony Joshua, which really took a heavy hit on his aura in boxing after one fight. But yeah, man, I don't know. And there's another person I want to talk about in this card, Paul Hughes. Paul Hughes beat AJ McKee. This was a great win for Paul Hughes. He's called out Usman Nurmagomedov, which I love. I absolutely love that fucking fight. That's the fight to make. That is a massive fight in the PFL. Possibly the biggest fight the PFL can make, in my opinion, and Bellator. A lot of people kind of wrote Hughes off coming to this one. I actually bet on him, so I made money on this fight because I did think he was going to win. So that was pretty sick. And yeah, man, Hughes looked good, very good, big takedown. He does get hit a bit though. I don't know if he beats Usman. Nurmagomedov, to be honest with you. I think he's a very, very good lightweight, not just in PFL, but in general. But I also think Hughes is a great lightweight, like definitely a ranked UFC lightweight if he chose that path, but he didn't, unfortunately. Very unfortunate that. Very unfortunate that, because we're never really going to see how good people like Paul Hughes or Usman Nurmagomedov are unless they go to the UFC, in my opinion. Because it's all good beating people like AJ McKee and people like that. Do you know what I mean? Like Pitbull and all that, but they're not UFC caliber fighters. Well, they might. I take that back. They are, but we don't know how far they go in the UFC. Would they get ranked? Probably. Would they win a belt? No, I really don't think so. Another fight on this card: Johnny Eblen versus Fabian Edwards. My fucking God, Johnny Eblen's grappling, man, is just people holding people down in MMA just ruins the fucking sport. I'm gonna make a whole different video on that. Just because you simply cannot just hold people down. He did KO Fabian Edwards in the first fight, which was pretty badass. But still, grappling's so fucking boring when you're not transitioning and stuff like that. Like Islam Makhachev's style of grappling is entertaining. Charles Oliveira's grappling, like he doesn't grapple, he just fucking submits people. But still, you know what I'm trying to say. And in the UFC, I'm gonna do a little bit of a 2-on-1 here, just because like they're big enough cards, but they're not enough to talk about for 20 minutes on an individual video. But Rob Font, I got that one fucking spot on. I was absolutely chuffed with that now, I won't lie. That was a fucking great prediction from me, like every single prediction. Rob Font just stuck to the basics well, improved his takedown. Well, not his takedown defense, but like getting back up to his feet. Kyler Phillips is good, but like I always thought he was like an entertaining prelim fighter that would be in bangers. I never really thought he'd climb the ranks, to be honest with you, and I was right. So far anyway, like I hope he does come back, because I do quite like Kyler Phillips. But Rob Font stuck to the basics, did what we need to do. Striking still fucking elite. People just write you off after a few losses, unfortunately, even though he's only lost to the top of the division. But Michel Pereira versus Hernandez as well. Hernandez did his thing in this fight. Michel Pereira had moments, to be fair, but I did think I just think Hernandez was better in this fight. And yeah, it was a mad one to see. You know, great. It was actually pretty trash card, I won't lie. I didn't really enjoy the card. Well, main event, you know, yeah, cool. Like, who cares? Like, let's be real. And Michel Pereira is cool doing backflips and shit, but thank God, like we'll move on to next week now with the big one. But yeah, it was an alright fight. You know what I mean? Just whatever. Like I don't care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone really cared about that fight night. But yeah, let me know what you thought about all these fights down below. Thanks for watching.